what we were looking like. This is what the economy was looking like when President Obama took office. 750 jobs being lost every month. 1.3 million houses were going into foreclosure every year. That's 1.3 million people losing their house, but they couldn't pay for it. And the bank saying, well, we taking the house back because y'all can't make payments on it. The American auto industry was on the brink of collapse. Chrysler and GM were in major trouble when he took office. Matter of fact, the government had to issue funds to bail them out, to help them stay afloat, to stay in business. So if that didn't happen and the government hadn't stepped in to save them, you wouldn't see all these nice Camaros driving around. You probably wouldn't have seen a lot of these nice, what's the little commercial they got for the new Chrysler 200? You know, they got the commercial one where there's a German guy trying to speak about it, and then he finally said, oh, it's American, it's a Chrysler. Then you got the one, the Japanese guy trying to talk like it's a Japanese car, and he's like, oh, you mean this is a Chrysler? It's from America? Those industries they've come back. Those companies are in profit mode now. They're doing real well. But 6 years ago when President Obama took office, Chrysler was on the verge of going bye-bye, GM was on the verge of losing. So the government had to come in and save them companies. They were in a lot of trouble. So for those companies to come back, and we have, talking about the Chrysler 200, the import from America, that's a big accomplishment. That's a big turnaround from where they were, because they were in some major trouble. And if they had went down, the government had not, a lot of people criticized President Obama for them stepping in and saving the auto industry. A lot of people said, well, they got themselves in that mess, you should let them fall. But he and his administration were forward thinking to think, no, we can't let them fall. Because if we let them fall, then all those people who make them cars, they're out of jobs. The people who have the companies that supply the parts to them, they're out of jobs. The people at car dealerships closed, they're out of jobs. The mechanics who were car dealerships, they're out of jobs. Wouldn't that just increase our problem and just increase our unemployment a lot more? Now we just made our problem a lot worse. Basically. So basically he said, no, the government, we got to save these companies and try to help them get back on track because they employ a lot of people. We let them fall, we just mess ourselves, put ourselves in a deeper hole. So this is how we looked when he first took office. The next slide of what he was talking about. Just like the job growth. Y'all see these red down here under the line? These are job losses. This is red indicates before President Obama took office. As you see, every month it's getting worse and worse, right? This is the first year and a half he was in office. We still losing jobs because just because he got elected didn't mean things would magically change. Oh, Obama in office, yeah, now let's make some jobs. No, his administration had to go to work. It took them a while, but after about a year and a half in office, we saw our first month in a long time of gaining jobs instead of losing jobs. And since then, for 58 straight months, we have gained jobs in the United States. We've increased putting people back to work. And basically, it's the longest streak on record that we've had so far. The unemployment rate keeps going down, and we keep adding jobs. So that's a good thing. So it took a while. It took some work. It's still not everybody's at work. We still got 5.6% of people unemployed, so there's still more work to be done. But we are doing better. A lot better than where we were. Let's see, the next thing. Now, I really want to talk about this one. I think one of y'all, I think it was Kobe. When you want to talk about gas? Yeah. This is the gas prices. Y'all notice gas prices went down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
not gas for like $1 something.
$1.16.
Yeah, $1 from a gallon.
They start putting nothing but $6 in her car. What you doing?
Okay. Yeah, gas prices are down. Do any of y'all understand what this chart is saying? Why? Can anybody tell me, just looking at it, why? Go.
See, since the war's over, basically, you understand when we use no more oil over in the Middle East. War over, why do we need to throw like tanks and stuff? So we still use oil there in Alaska, in Texas, Arkansas, places like those, and we still have oil. So we just lower the price down. You still have more money, and boom, we have a better economy.
Okay, what was you going to say? foreign oil because we do have a huge demand for gas and things in this country. But the real reason why gas prices went down, this blue line represents oil imports, how much oil we're taking in from another country. The yellow represents how much oil we're producing here in this country. If you notice, since about the early 90s, we have imported more oil than we produced. And what happens is, by importing more oil than the oil companies are not going to lose money. So to make their profits, they raise the price at the gas pumps on us to make up for the money that they had to pay to ship that oil in, because it costs money to put them on them big tankers and ship them here. So because of that, they pass the cost on to us, the consumer. So that's why we were paying more at the gas pumps. But a little funny thing happened in 2014. The first time in 20 years, the United States started producing more oil than we were taking in. And since we were producing more oil right here in the good old US of A, they were able to lower the gas prices. Now the companies can still make huge profits, but they don't have to pay for shipping the oil here. The oil is already here. We're producing it right here. So because of that, they can lower the gas prices.
So we've got a little more independent.
But next year, will it go? Do you think it'll keep
But
on
it's gonna stay low like it is until long as it stay above that. Now, this line goes back above that, the gas prices go back up. If we start bringing in more and producing less, gas prices are going to go back up because the oil companies are going to make their profits. They're in business to make money, and they're going to make their money. And they're in a good business to where they can do that because people are not going to stop driving. People are not going to stop driving cars. Big trucks are not going to stop rolling on the stage. Airplanes are not going to stop flying. Transportation is going to continue to go. So they're in an industry that basically they raise the price, you just forced to pay.
I thought the government got, when the big trucks be driving, I thought the government got to pay for the gas.
That's on them. No, the government don't pay for gas.
So like if they taking a big load of stuff to another state, they gotta pay for their own gas?
Yeah, that's on the company. Like if you drive for Schneider, you're a Schneider driver, you're a company driver. They give you your gas card. No, just the company's gas card. And you fill it up. No, you don't personally as a driver paying for it yourself, but the company paying for it. And that costs the company money. They got to pay for all this gas to get this big truck up and keep it rolling. And then you got people who are, have their own trucking companies, independent operators, the smaller companies that own their own trucks. They got to pay for their gas. So no, they pay for that. So big trucks and big trucking companies, they loving this right now. They able to ship stuff and their gas prices went way down. I'm gonna tell you somebody else who's loving this. Airlines are loving this because that high fuel, because they use fuel too that's based off oil, and that when the oil price was high, it was killing them. That's why airfares were so high. Airfares were starting to go down some too. It's becoming cheaper to get on a plane now because they passed the price. They passed the cost on. If it costs the company more money to produce what they're trying to do, that means what the customer, we have to pay. They charge us more to try to make up for it. So airfares are starting to go down, cost of gas is going down, all that because now we're producing more oil here in the United States than we're taking in. So that's why the cost of fuel is going down.
So how much it costs to ride airplane?
Don't know. You have to look. Everyone still a little different, but it's getting a little cheaper than it was a couple years ago. It was a little cheaper. I can definitely tell you it's cheaper than it was back in like 2008 when y'all was way up.
It was 99 cents. I don't believe it.
What? Gas was 99 cents a long time ago. You talking about when I was a little boy? You talking about back in the 80s when I was a little boy? That's what back 99 cents for gas. That's a long time ago.
She said $20 for